Hurricane by I Prevail is the song I'm talking you through today. I'm going to go through my version of the main grooves in this track. I'm going to play it up to speed first of all, and then like all my tutorials I'm going to break it down so you know exactly what's being played. If you haven't liked and subscribed to my channel, if you could do that too, that will help me out tremendously. And if you want the notation, if you want the full score for this track, or you just want to help support my channel, I'll leave the link in the description below. So I'm going to talk you through the first verse first of all. Have a listen to what it sounds like. It goes like this. So we've got 16 bars rest to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, etc. until you get it 16. Then we've got 8 bars of the kick playing on beats 1 and beats 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 bars of that. And then the drums come in with this tom section. Now this is a tricky bit. We're going to break it down slowly. We are going to go crash to start with. 1, 2 and 3, 4. So I'm playing 1 on the crash, high tom, floor and kick on the 2, and bass drum, and then a flam on beat 3. Flam is both hands together, 1 slightly in front, and then high tom, floor and kick. So let's do that first bar again. 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. Second bar, we're going to go 1, 2 and 3, open hi-hat. Third bar, 1, 2 and 3, 4. Fourth bar, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Fifth bar, 1, 2 and 3, 4. Sixth bar, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Last 2 bars we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now this is tricky because the snare drum is in different places to what we used to play. So in other words, it's not on the backbeat, it's not on the 2 and the 4, it's on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's do that again. 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Let's do that whole section. 1, 2 with a crash. 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Lots of bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And then we are into the chorus. So there's quite a lot going on here. What I'm going to do, it is played pretty much on the cymbals. I'm going to play it as a closed hi-hat so you can hear it a little bit clearer. 16 bars, we're going to break it down super slow, 1 bar at a time. The first bar we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and done. Now this is quite tricky because I've got these displaced snare drums that again are not on our usual 2 and the 4. So that first bar again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and da. On that 4 and da I'm going both right left. The second bar, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. The third bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we've got like this little drum fill on the 4th bar. We're going to go 1 and 2 and then we've got some 16th notes. We're going to go 3 E and da, 4E and da. High tom, floor, kick, snare, 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 snare. Let's just do that last 8/16 notes. We're going to go 3E and 4E and da. And again, go 3E and 4E and da. The fifth bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and da. Sixth bar, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and the next bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we've got a whole bar of 16th notes here. So lovely little drum fill. We're going to go snare, high, floor, floor, kick, kick, snare, high, floor, floor, kick, kick, snare, 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 snare. I think for this drum fill, it's good to practice just a snare, high, floor, floor, kick, kick. So let's just loop the first 6 notes. We're going to go snare, high, floor, floor, kick, kick. Snare, high, floor, floor, kick. One more. Snare, high, floor, floor, kick, kick. I'm doing hand to hand, one hand after the other. Snare, high, floor, floor, kick, kick. Snare, high, floor, floor, kick, kick. I'm not really going to go down the technique of the bass drum, but ideally you want your foot to be in the air. Just a tiny little bit, it's just going to help you control that, but that's a different lesson. So let's do that bar again. 3 and 4, go. Snare, high, floor, floor, kick, kick. Snare, high, floor, floor, kick, kick. Snare, 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 snare. And then let's go through each bar now until the end. We're going to go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now this bar's a bit tricky. Right, left, right foot, flam on the snare, kick, high tom on the floor together, and then a kick, and then we've got the last 4 bars. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the last bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and da. So let's do the whole of that chorus without stopping. Here we go. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and drum fill. Here we go. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and da. Still with me? And then we go to the second verse. Now the second verse, I quite like the second verse because it has a bit of a funky kind of vibe to it. Have a listen to the second verse. Goes like this. We've got pretty much 22-ish bars between now and the next chorus. So I'm going to go through the whole 22 bars super slow. I'm going to play it all on the hi-hat, no open hi-hats, no cymbals, no nothing. I'm just going to play the stick in so you can see what's going on and hopefully follow me. So we're going to go the first bar, we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again we've got this displaced snare drum. So the whole of this track, it does feel a little bit weird if we're not used to this displacement snare. Let's do it again. First bar, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's quite quick when it's up to speed. You've really got to bring your left hand to the hi-hat. There's no like point trying to do it one-handed. You won't get the power or the speed, so bring your left hand to double up there. Do the second bar again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Third bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the fourth bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, open hi-hat, and then it repeats them 4 bars. I'm going to go from the second time bar now, so the bar that has a 2 above it goes like this, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and snare, high, floor, kick, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and open hi-hat on the 4. Carry on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 then we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Then we're going to go 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. Last 4 bars. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got a drum fill that leads us back into the chorus. Snare, snare, foot, foot, snare, snare, foot, foot, snare, 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 snare. And that is the second verse. Now, if you're still with me, it is a real hard song to teach like this. You need to listen to this track over and over, go through each of the sections individually, speed it up, or build it up, I should say, up to the right speed, and then you can start to put it together. Then we get to the bridge part of the song. It's 2 minutes 10 into the track. Have a listen. Sounds like this. So this is quite a tricky part of the song. It starts off, flam on the snare drum, it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 on the open hi-hat. Second bar, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4, and then 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So then we've got this next section, we've got the arrows above the hi-hats or the ride cymbal. I'm going to play it as a hi-hat for now. The accents or the arrows mean play louder, so you need to emphasise the ones with the arrows. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and then 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and this is a little bit tricky. We've got 16th notes on the snare drum, kicks on the 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got these accents. We're going to go 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then the last bar before we kind of go into our next section goes 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and 1. So we've got 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and 1. Right, left, right, left, alternating sticking. Right, left, right, left, right foot, everything. Let's just go from the last 2 bars. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and 1. And then we go into this super heavy half-time kind of feel. Have a listen, sounds like this. So we've got a 16 bar pattern here. It is on the crash cymbal. You can really rock this up and go really heavy on this. I'm just going to play it though on the hi-hat so we can just control and so you can hear what I'm playing basically. So from the first bar we're going to go 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Second bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And third bar 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's a little bit tricky, flam and 4 and then the next bar 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and now this is a tricky bar, like a nice little triplet drum fill going on here. Flam, bass, toms, flam on the snare, and then we're going to do this 16th note triplet. We're going to go snare, high, floor, kick. Flam, snare, high, floor, kick. Flam, Lucas, A, T. Flam, Lucas, A, T. And again, flam, Lucas, A, T. Whole bar slowly, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, flam, Lucas, A, T. Let's move on. 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Last 4 bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and Lucas 8, crash. That last bit, snare, 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 high, floor, floor, crash. I like using my drink names. Lucas 8, crash. And then it pretty much repeats the sections that we've done. So have a listen to the track. It is real tricky. I think if you just concentrate on like the 2 verses and that chorus, you can play around with this halftime section once you've got that. But yeah, it's a real tricky song. Let me know how you got on, and thanks for watching. See you next time.